Going on, folks? It is Let's Talk Metal here. Today, making a video about metal. We are going to be reacting to the new Barn album from the technical death metal staple in Boise, Idaho. And if you don't know who they are, well, I just told you. They're a technical death metal band from Boise, Idaho. And they have 3 full-length albums. And today we're going to be reacting to their third album, their newest album, called Crucibles, which was released March 24th, 2026, I believe, and I have not listened to it. So I figured this would be an interesting idea to record myself reacting to the new Barn album. So anyway, here we go. Sit back and enjoy some technical death metal. I have only heard the first song once. I haven't listened to any of the stuff, so this will all be new to me, just like it is for you. Anyway, here we go with the first song on Barn's Crucibles. It's called Black Hole Lens. Anyway, here we go. The last 2 albums were really, really good, so I'm expecting something also at that level. Like I said earlier, I've heard this song before. I give it a solid, I almost said 6, 7. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. I also put on subtitles for you guys, because you probably won't be able to understand at all what they're saying. Ugh. Nasty. Someone asked me how I would describe this kind of music. It'd be almost impossible because no one else sounds like Barn. They're so unique in the metal scene, in my opinion. You know it's technical death metal when you can't, like, headbod for more than a measure of the song. It's always a changing up. Double bass is insane. While I'm looking at it now, the album cover is insane. You can tell I've only heard of this song once because I have no idea where it's going. Insane. Fuck. That was funny. Oh, there it is again. I bet it's gonna happen again. Oh my gosh. Again? You definitely have to listen to this album with headphones. The way it's mixed from left to right, it would be a completely different experience if you're just listening through your phone speaker or your laptop speaker. I guess it's like that for most albums, though. Pure clean section. I love that beat. That's like classic Barn. Maybe one day I'll react to all the albums, but it won't be the same. I already heard them. Is that a sub drop? Sounded like one. Here with the double bass. Oh God. That's a crazy sound. Okay, now we're on to the second song, Zelos. I don't know how to pronounce that. Barn doesn't waste any time. They get straight to the point.
Going through the demon's eyes, I have to build this absence from my mind. How may I embrace this emptiness?
Ooh. Holy. That's unbelievable. I'll use the AI tool here to see if it explains this song in more depth. Zelos introduces more aggressive vocal delivery and lyrical themes of inner struggle. Okay. Thank you, AI. Oh my gosh. That question is, how do they remember this stuff and play it live? It's just stuff I can't comprehend. It's unbelievable. Fucking blast beats. Solo? Yoga? Oh. Jesus. Insane double bass again. Oh. I love those pinch harmonics. There's like 1 or 2 seconds where you get a chance to just get into the groove and then, nope, changes. It's crazy.
I joined with solar and lunar, so I may shine through these ungating clouds and discover a passage to zealously embrace sincerity.
I'm honestly stunned. I don't even know what to say. Jeez. Well, this is the cool part. I enjoy this. To me, this is so different than any other metal band I've heard, because in the way that, like, if you were to ask me the most memorable part of this song, I don't even know if I could explain it to you. There's so many different sections going on in one song that it's just like sensory overload. So maybe that's the point. Oh, okay, and that was Zelos, and now we're on to Forbidden Fruits. It goes straight into it. Explores themes of poison, temptation, and self-liberation. I assume, since it's called Forbidden Fruits. It's about Adam and Eve. Like, there are some parts that you'll remember, because they're so... they just stand out more than others. But, yeah. It's just hard to talk while listening to this kind of music. It's so in your face. You have to like pay attention. Like if you zone out for like any second, you're gonna miss something insane. Like this. What is this? Crazy.
myself free. Redoing down in the wonder that's reduced from my own creation, suppression from this poison eye.
I can already tell this is the kind of album that you'd have to listen to in full. If you just played one of the songs, I think you'd kind of miss the context of the rest of the album. Like, I don't know if they're all like part of the same story, but they definitely have the same themes, and without all the pieces together, I think it sounds kind of, I don't know, just sound kind of random to me. Jeez.
Standards and my stage, obsessed with the playing of their game. Those who adopt it for themselves, or for what has already been. What has already been.
Solo. That's something I can call out. This is different.
Leaving the unfulfilled possibility of what could be if I truly simply self free. Free to endow in the wonder that is reduced from my own creation. Suppression from this poison eye. Forbids me from picking my fruit of the
The snare sounds really different compared to the last two albums, I'll say. A lot higher, almost sounds like a piccolo snare. He has a thing tuned really high. I notice that's very popular nowadays. Really high tuned snares. Just a pop and stand out in mixes. Is that a kill switch? It almost sounds like he's using a kill switch on his guitar. Okay, this part's really interesting. This is so far my favorite song on the album. Do you hear that? Doing a fade out? Okay, interesting. I think that fade out could have gone out way longer, I think. Alright, next song. The Defeater. This is song number 4, I believe. Love their dual harmonies. Blown away. Sounds insane. See, this kind of stuff I can jam to. It's not so crazy. Alright. That one I enjoyed a lot too. I'd say the last two songs are definitely my favorite so far. Okay. The next song is Deidorium. Deidorium. I don't know how to pronounce it, but here it is. 1, 2. This is the 5th song. Excuse me. Sorry, it's not the album. It's just late. This is a crazy intro. Nasty. That was the kind of vibe I was getting. Dun, 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 dun.
Expectation is false. Time holds the moment of reason, allowing what will come to be graciously remembered.
I can easily say that this is their most technical album. Compared to their last two albums, it's more technical, it's more progressive, whatever you want to call it, but it is definitely the most technical album of theirs, in my opinion. Big squeals. That's impressive. Wrong button. Oh, there's no AI description of this song.
What memory holds on to be recollected with intent as a tool to both the possessor's ability towards a greater cause. Animation coded to carry out my desire.
Solo.
Distance in the present leads to a false reality where all hope begins to drown. Goodbye to a dream that was never meant to leave ambition. Creates a devoid appetite, a cavity that hollows out the shell. Eating away at every nerve, this active decay will devour if not pushed. Replace the absence with an alternate motive. One that guides us away from the longing distraction. Catharsis in this empty.
With this album, I find it hard to really separate and know the difference between each song. There's some parts that are like highlights or unique parts of the song, but to me this whole album just sounds like one long song, if you ask me. Not saying that's a bad thing or anything, but that's just what I feel when I'm listening to this. I don't regularly listen to albums from beginning to end like this, like just sitting and listening, unless I'm spinning vinyl, but in this case with this album, it does sound like just one long song. Once again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just what I feel. Another fade out? Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, after this song, Chaos Provided Inception is the next track. That song, I wasn't really impressed with, to be honest. But we'll see how the next one goes. Here we go. Excuse me, I gotta plug in my laptop. Boink. There we go.
Generate at random. Couldn't cover this heavily. Evangelize. Begin to multiply. Expansion results in constructs that mobilize. Contrasted private unfolds. Half uplift, half constriction. No renegades, skin disarray. Never pretend to no purpose. Taking no participation. Preserving of invitation. It lies a path of wonder with no will. samurai. Elemental matter resides to his sling of his hands.
This is unbelievable. This album is insane. Not for the casual listener, I'll say. Unless this is your casual listening type of music. It's just... That was cool.
Constructs that open eyes, contrasted by unholds.
This is cool. I like the delay they have on the guitars. It's cool. Alright. That was Chaos Provided Inception. Now we're on to Simatics. Simatics?
Shifting into the ethers. Quintessential tone that fills this paradise we call home. This sonic device that alters blood and chemistry to be improved or weakened. Beware, you make proud in a distracting level. The Foxytocin.
This is cool. I enjoy these sections. This vibe has such an atmosphere.
Shifting into embodied incarnations of light.
Oh, excuse me.
Quintessential tone that builds this paradise we call home. A sonic device that alters blood and chemistry to be improved or weakened. Beware, you may drown in a distracting level of oxytocin. Thoughts are electric, emotions magnetic.
That was Simatics. Now we're on to the Serpent Perpetual Shed. I'll share my thoughts since I haven't really spoken on the last two songs. I'm not enjoying this album as much as I hoped I would. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. To me, this album seems a little Overkill? Is that the right word? Maybe to some people this is something they could listen to every single day, like front to back, or just put on a song, but I guess that's not me. I definitely enjoy their earlier work better. But I'm still gonna give it a chance.
Just one true white light refracts the window. The shards collected create art. Rainbow. Break his feathers. Carry out Serpent's flight. Each kill owns a soul.
I think I heard another sub drop there. I don't know what that is in the background. That was cool. Making sure we're on the same song. It's so hard to tell.
Those one true white light The shards collected create our rainbow.
We're back to this, okay. This part I remember, because it was just so different from the really super heavy, distorted stuff. Whispering into my ears. He's clean. Alright. Now we're on to Nexus. Hilarious. Oh, disgusting. I noticed that his snare has changed. The sound of his snare has changed through each individual song. I've noticed sometimes it's cranked really high and it has a little reverb, and then other times it sounds lower and like a little dry, I would say. They just sound, the snare has sounded different, like kind of throwing me off a little bit. Like this is, it's really high right now. So it could be just the way he's hitting it, because with the type of drumming he's doing, it just makes the snare sound different, but I just noticed for regular beats, sometimes it sounds a different tuning. Could just be me, but just something that caught my mind. Big squeal.
We will fire out outside this center moving cross. Once we push past the corners, faster than the speed of light. Fight a parallel of
Unbelievable.
yourselves with a positive and negative. The masculine criminal. Mascus Elmio, this electric pulse. Skeletal construct, invigorated.
That's cool. Oh, right and left guitars. That's cool. They were bouncing back and forth in that section. Right here. That's a cool trick. My apologies, I had no idea they went into the final song, the Crucible. I had no idea. It all sounded like the same song to me. Final song. This is cool. I'd say that's my favorite part about this album. The clean sections with the driving double bass. Those parts are so interesting to me. Oh my gosh. That's how it ends. Fades out. Ooh. Weird noises. Background. Ooh, that's scary. That's cool. Okay. Well, that was
I
Barnes.
wanted a trip I'd never.
Let me pause that. That was Barnes Crucible. First impressions, I think the album. Let's see if I can find the. Here we go. Looking at the track listing, I can tell you my favorites. I would say Forbidden Fruits and The Defeater were my two favorite songs of the track. I think they really stood out compared to the rest. And the rest of the album, to me, it was. I don't know if it's just because I'm tired, but it was a really exhausting album. I could never see myself listening to this in full again. I did not enjoy it as much as I did their last two. If you're new to Barn, I highly recommend you check out their second album, Habitat. I think this is their best album by far. I think the mix was at their peak. I think the performances were amazing. And the songs are just more memorable, in my opinion. Especially Predatory. I think that's undoubtedly Barnes' most popular and best song, in my opinion. If I had to give this song a rating, I would give it maybe I'm feeling a 5.5 out of 10. And maybe that's harsh and that's brutal, but that's the truth. Do I ever see myself listening to these songs again? Maybe once in a gray moon. Like, Forbidden Fruits was pretty good. I'll have to listen to it again, but the rest wasn't that memorable for me. I will always go back to their first two albums. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry if my energy was a bit down, but that's just kind of the album I was listening to. Again, this is my humble opinion, you know. I would support these guys still. I would love to see them if they ever come by and go on tour, but till then I'll just keep being a casual listener. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.